Oh, where are you going live? Come on, right, there you go. Piece of shit. Dale, I think you're already live.
Up on the grid as they wait for the lights to go out. The revs are building. Let's go racing.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Will to Real Racing. I'm your host, ZD87. Tonight we are at Monza. We're following the F1 calendar, and we decided why not do an F1 livery round. So watch out for those crazy ass liveries from our great and unique characters from Will to Will. And coming to join us is myself. Actually, no, coming to join me on visuals is Dale. Dale, let's confuse everyone and say g'day.
G'day. Hey everyone, no, it's going to be an awesome night. Monza always brings the fire. There's two chicanes to have a go at, and yeah, I think it's going to be an action-packed night with these boys from Div 1. Anyone you got an eye on for tonight to face?
Look, I think that lovely Ford GTLM in Casadro's hands is going to be an absolute rocket. However, that GDR being an old GDR racer back in last season, it's also going to be a quick car, so I'll definitely watch out for those two cars. How about you, Dale? Since you've probably been doing a little bit more practice than I have this week, who you got your eye on?
Oh, look, I've done 3 laps. Adam's in for me this round, and I'm very happy about that. Look, top speed's very important here, but there are also chicanes, so brakes are also the name of the game. So yeah, look, Ford GT very strong. Doesn't pull up as quickly as a lot of the other cars, so I think that keeps the BMW up in the top pack. Tombo in his 200th race in the Nissan should be somebody to look out for. And look, I guess I can't go past Adam in the Alpha as well, another top speed rocket there in that Ferrari Alpha this week.
So we should actually explain the format tonight. So tonight, 2 races, one 10-lapper with a 10-minute lovely qualifier, and the second race is a 20-lapper reverse grid from results from race 1. So mediums for qualifying and race 1, and hards and softs for race 2. So look for some different strategies out there as we get qualifying underway, and everyone gets to see a little bit of everyone's awesome liveries. Yeah, it's going to be actually a really, really good night. So being a Div 1 driver there, Dale, what's your mindset going into this? It's a 10-minute qualifying. What's going through your head?
Look, to be brutally honest, I'm just happy that I'm not racing this round. Mons it's a good track, it's a fun track. I think ideally you just want to set a decent time. You don't have to be quickest in quali necessarily. It's going to be a slip fest all through the race anyway, so if you do end up mid-pack, it's not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, look, I think just set a solid time, get mid-pack or higher if you can. If you're not, just settle into the slip and make use of potential mistakes from other people with the traffic penalties and chicanes. It's not the end of the world if you don't get a good quali here.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting because I'm wondering how many teams have actually done some slip practice as well, because with the massive launch races that you have around Monza, I thought that would be something that potentially teammates might have been doing this week. Anyway, I think everyone's a little bit settled right now, so I think it's a perfect time to go through and introduce all our lovely races for this evening. So beginning with Seckers from Dam Hexagons in that lovely Red Bull AlphaTauri livery in the 100 NSX. And behind Seckers we have Nux in a livery. I have no idea. Hopefully someone on the YouTube chat can tell me from those derp from Team Derp Racing. Sorry, Team Dodgy Racing. Sorry, should be careful what I say, because potentially get another penalty. In that lovely Lambo. Behind Nux there you have Sweet Lad in that beautiful Porsche representing Future Studios Racing, and behind Sweet Lad you have Pup in the Mercedes. Hopefully it goes as bad as the Mercedes. For Drive 25 Racing. Behind Pup, you've got Goat in that beautiful BMW racing livery, repping back in the good old days when they're at top spot, and also when Goat was probably on top spot from Team Baggett Racing. Behind Goat, you've got our favourite KZ in the current AlphaTauri livery in that Ford GT. That's a car to watch for this evening. And Kazedra is repping for Scooter Quadrifoglio. Behind him is Tombo in a very menacing car. Going back to the Tendo Ferrari days, trying to reminisce with Hamilton and Hamilton and Verstappen during the lovely clash from last year. So watch Tombo there from Drive 45 ripping in that lovely GTR. Behind Tombo you have CCH or Corbin, colloquially known as well, in that lovely merch, repping Team Quadrifoglio. Behind him, you've got Adam V10, Dam Hexagons in that lovely Ferrari. Hopefully, doesn't go as bad as Ferrari. Behind him, you've got DJ Skeffo. Big shout out to Mrs. Skeffo in the Renault. And behind Skeffo, you got Flossie. It's Flossie in that lovely McLaren livery in the McLaren. And finally, out of the team, you've got Oil in My Blood in the Toyota livery, Toyota Supra. So that's everyone going through everyone. That's the whole build for this evening. How are they qualifying at the moment there, Dale?
I think there's a couple names that are up the order there. So like the usual suspects is what we expect to kind of Goat and KZ, Tombo in the top 3 there. Nux with that Lambo's pulled out to 4th. Seckers has pushed the Honda into 5th spot there. We know the Honda's not the best at top speed, but it does make up for it through the corners. So that's a very impressive lap that Seckers has pulled out. Flossie in the McLaren, Adam in the Alpha and then Pup in the Chevrolet Corvettes there. There's a bit of shenanigans going on here. Tombo making a move on that Mercedes right there. Oh no, they are their current teammate there, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue right now. Yeah, look, I'm not really sure if anyone's on a flyer right now. Looks like there's a lot of passing at the moment, so I think some people are maybe on a cool down lap ready to come into the pits to put some fresh set of tyres on, possibly.
So you think that's strategy? One hot lap and then back into the pits and then pick up another fresh for the last two?
Oh, look, unless these guys have started to make a couple of mistakes and just bailed from their lap, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'd expect people probably to come in on lap, either this lap or the next lap. Most likely, it's usually the way to go is to put a fresh set of tyres with a little fuel on board at some point. So yeah, we'll see what the guys come away with. I might just jump up 1 sec, as he'll be the first to finish his second lap, and he'll be a bit of an indicator whether people will pit or not. So he's going to finish that lap, and he's improved.
Yeah, slight improvement, 1/10 of improvement by Goat. Absolutely, with a bit of a toad, a bit of a helping hand from the guys ahead. Goat's done a great lap, 1 minute 39.090. So absolutely lighting it. I think definitely that slick is helping him out there. With Cazadro in second place with just 5 tenths. Oh, and as Flossie comes through, no slip as well. So absolutely belt everyone with the very first person in the 47.9, but Flossie showing his dominance and continuing his lovely qualifying form and also league form, because that is our current champion, divisional champion as we speak.
I might jump on with Goat because it looks like he's. Oh no, they've dropped. Oh no, it's still in front of him. It looks like he's trying to use the guys in front of him as a tow right there. Casey was right in front of him, so I don't know if Tombo's made a mistake or something's happened at the first chicane there. Totally missed it, but I feel like KZ was the one right in front of Goat at the start of that lap, so we'll kind of see what his timing split looks like coming up to, I think, second sector coming up here now, as CJ's lost it coming out of second Lesmos.
Shouldn't say anything bad about these Dip 1 guys. You know, I'm a bit jealous that they're up there and I'm stuck in Dip 2, so no. Oh, that's Goat, yep. Purple, 0.2 of a second. That slip is definitely helping out Mr. Flower Power himself as he comes through. Tombo's
pulling off, is he? Tombo's pulling off.
Yeah.
This might be some inter-team teamwork here.
Yeah, Tombo definitely lifted. That was a massive lift. Tucking behind Goat. I think Tombo's going to use Goat slip down the front straight. Goat, he smashes the brakes just before the 50 there. Brings on the power nice and early. Gets a nice run out of there. The seconds improves, but nowhere near as fast as these guys.
Him and Nux trading times right there.
What a time. Goat comes to provisional pole. The 47.7.
Oh, CCH up into 5th. It's good to see him back up there. Adam with a penalty there in 8th spot, half-second penalty left to serve. But Corbin, I think this is the highest I've seen him for quite a number of rounds, so it's good to see that Mercedes right up there. He's
Corbin's just lost it there. A bit of commentator's curse. Just stuck at the first Lesmos.
I think he failed. I think he was trying to peel off and get out of everyone's way, and just somehow forgot more than half the field was directly behind him. He peeled off before the chicane or something. Either went deep or peeled off, one of the two.
The excitement must have gotten to him that he's had such good qualifying for this evening, especially the horrible seasons he's having so far. So, it's great to see Corbin up there. He's such a great competitive and just an all-round good guy. I need to wash my mouth after that.
Horrible's a bit harsh, but yeah. Yeah, look, Tyware hasn't been kind to him, especially in the Group 4 races. So, it's been a bit of a difficult first half. So let's see what he can pull out in these last few rounds before they switch cars. His Goat, now he goes wide through, mental block right now. Ascari, that's the name. So, he'll lose a bit of time there. He's coming out right in front of Adam, who's got to serve a penalty anyway. Stefko up in the Renault. I wonder if Stefko's on for an improved time or not.
Stefko's he's got the fast guys directly in front of him, so hopefully he can make some massive improvement for this. As Adam peels off and doesn't let him go through, because Adam just had a penalty just from the lap before, so hopefully Stefko can stick with Adam and we'll see some lightning pace from this lovely Renault.
Adam's just peeling off anyway.
Yeah. See, and with less than a minute to go, I don't think Steph will be able to finish off this lap. So that's a bit unfortunate there. I think everyone is going to be happy with the lap time as Pup tries murdering someone on the track there. We don't really condone that kind of racing in Liverpool. And yeah, it seems like no one else is on a fast one there as everyone's just giving up on lap times. I think all tires are a bit short. So Pole, lovely goat in that lovely BMW. Flossie in second place and Cassandra rounding it.
Any surprises?
Goat, to be honest. That BMW is slow. But in goat hands, once again, goat is just showing what's worth. Oh yeah, and also great call there, Mr. Stepco. Happy Father's Day to everyone. So that doesn't really apply to goat, but all of the other fathers out there, definitely happy Father's Day.
I wouldn't necessarily call the BMW that slow. I mean, it was the car of choice not long ago in the dailies whenever there was a Group 3 race there. It's probably down a little bit on top speed, but I think it's not like right at the bottom either though, so I think it's just kind of like mid-ground there. But as I said, a lot of it's goat skill. He's able to pull a lot out of that BMW and get the performance out of it. So yeah, there's your top 8 at the moment. For me, I think one of the surprises, look, I don't want to say it's bad performance, but I thought the Toyota Supra might have had a bit more straight line speed to push it up, maybe ahead of the Corvette and the Porsche. So might just be a bit too much of a handful coming out of the chicanes. I know it can get a little bit loose at times, so maybe it's just not handling the chicanes quite as well as what you'd hope.
Oh, definitely, and yeah, maybe, it could be just down to practice as well. Like the times are just phenomenal. Like less than 2 seconds covering the whole less than 1.5 seconds covering the whole field there. So maybe Oil just didn't have much practice this week, and yeah, but it'll be something we'll definitely see something from him, because that 6th gear in that Supra has some legs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely, let's have a look. We should start off these guys for lovely race 1. 11 laps around this beautiful 11 corner circuit. So yeah, do you see any surprises for this lovely race there, Dale?
I don't think too much is surprising me right now. I honestly have stayed off for most of the week. I think I jumped into one lobby, was in there for 10-15 minutes, so I didn't really get to see a lot. So yeah, look, I think some of the usual suspects up front, and that's to be expected. Who should we jump on board with?
Let's just jump on board with Seconds. That NSX is an absolute monstrous start on these tyres. So I think, perfect middle of the pack there. As a countdown, all lights are on board, and we are a go with Seconds. Gets a very good start. Knuckles gets bogged down there and gets rounded up by Adam, but Seconds coming through, pick up and getting nowhere to go.
Cap's just not there.
So Cassandra on the inside of Go to take out pole position. Oh, bit of pingo. Table tennis playing back there with teammates side by side in 6th and 7th. So Seconds keeps up 7th place. Adam picking up 2 places there, and Cassandra taking the lead from Goat. So we've had a lead change. So Cassandra P1 at the moment with Goat, and Flossie holding on for P3 there. Corbin coming up 1 place and switching with his old teammate Topo. So it is going to be what a great start to the race.
Look, I'm really happy to see Corbin up there in the 4th spot. It's a good start for him. I know the Nissan bogs down a little bit off the line, so he's made use of that. So it's good to see him up that high, and hope he can hold on for the rest of the race here.
No, I feel like DJ Stepho is going to be sleeping on the couch this evening, because he just picked up a 1.5 second penalty, and it's going to fall right in the middle of nowhere there. So that's unlucky. DJ don't know what happened there, but yeah, might have just cut the second Lesmos there and picked up that penalty. So that's definitely unlucky to DJ Stepho.
Yeah, so he'll be serving that now. So he'll find himself, as I said, right at the back of the train. Just hope that there's enough for him to attack onto the back of that Porsche. But let's see, 6/10, 8/10, he's almost out of slip already. So he's going to need to really smash out final corner here and get a good run on the front straight, but unfortunately Suitload's in a slip train.
So end of lap 1, we've got Casadro in first place there, and with Goat on his tail, I don't think anyone's going to get past that board. It is absolute rocket everywhere, and I think everyone's just going to wait for a bit of tire wear because...
Tombo tries to make that move into turn 1, he couldn't get the job done, he's pinging around a little bit though, so it would be making it hard for Adam and seconds behind him, but probably made it look a little bit more exaggerated than it was. But yeah, showed the nose, just couldn't quite get the run in under brakes there against Corbin. So good job there.
And he's got the ever fast freight train of an Alpha right behind him. So it'll be interesting to see, especially with the top speed of the GDR and the Alpha very evenly matched here. And Tombo maybe a bit loose there. No, I think it's a bit of lag. Tombo's doing Tombo things at the moment. Oh, someone picked up a penalty there. Who was that? Oh, Seckers. Unfortunately, Seckers right behind Adam there picks up the penalty at Lismo 2 as well, and Lismo 2 claims
second chicane, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit unfortunate. I mean, it's a very harsh penalty, 1.5 seconds. I swear, even on some of those cuts, you don't even gain that much time. If anything, it's a very, very harsh track limit there, but it's something we've all got to deal with. Unfortunately, it's part of the game.
Yeah, that's well, yeah. Once again, GT7 doing GT7 things, so yeah, that's definitely unfortunate for Seckers. But you know, he wasn't expecting much results because that Honda is that fast.
Okay, Tombo's now making move into turn 11. I feel like these top 3 are getting. Oh, Corbin's loose, bit out wide. Tombo's still got the run. He's kind of going to get attack on the back. Are you going to bump draft someone? And if so, who are you going to take? He's following Corbin. He's following Corbin right now.
I'm surprised by that. Oh, there he goes, popped out. He's got to maybe do a double overtake as he brakes later than both of them combined. Takes the inside and does confirms nearly.
Gives space to Tombo. He gets it on both.
Oh,
do we want to see a replay of that?
Yes,
that was pretty good.
We have to see a replay of that. That was insane.
We'll see it from trail cam here, just to get a bit of a scope around each other. Yeah, hard on the brakes. Gets the job done through the first part of the chicane. Gives Tombo enough space. Tombo gives enough space as well. Very gentleman racing from both of them, and move done.
Oh, Tombo! Oh, big incident there. Big incident. We need to get a replay on that one. Over
between who?
There. It's currently in Nux in last place. We can jump onto that. It was between Nux was behind Tombo, Adam, and
okay. Here we go. We're on board with Nux at the moment. They're coming into the second chicane here. He's braked. He's slowing down. Everything looks fine, and he's just got a little bit loose on the curbing there. It's just unsettled the car on entry, and and trying to save it. It's just going around on him. We've come back to him again. I think he may have had another bit of a spin at the first Lesmos as well. So definitely that Lambo, bit of a handful. Lambo doing Lambo things, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. But that's giving Adam a little bit of breathing room. But I think, you know, with Tombo and Corbin being, you know, ex-teammates and very good mates, I think it'll be combining the forces together to close down that 0.6 of a second lead that Adam has over Tombo at the moment.
Wait, I'm just in the lead pack here at the moment. We've got Goat looking to move up the inside into turn 1 on KZ.
Gets it done. Beautiful move there by
KZ with the switchback. He got the better exit. Has he got the run to go around the outside through Curva Grande? I'm not sure he's quite got it. He's looking though. He's searching for that line. He's going to show the nose. He's got the speed over the Beamer. And will he make another move into the second chicane? He's pulling up alongside. He's got the nose in front. Can he get the job done? Yes, he can.
Gets it done.
Oh,
whoa. As Goat gets all crossed up there. What a that's unfair.
I can hear his steering wheel from here.
Hopefully he gets thrown out of his seat. He's being such a young man. But yeah, that Ford GT, that is a scary thought. That was unmoved around the outside, no slip, and still gets around the Beamer like it was just a toy. That's phenomenal.
It's reminiscing of the McLaren F1 on the no chicane layout. Really, that was a dream back in sport. Living the good old days.
Oh, well, only if Flossie decided to do the Macca F1 around here, if he had the option to do, that would have been an absolute monster.
Look, I'm
I
sure no one
reckon.
would have noticed if he'd jumped in it for this one round. I don't think anyone would have said a thing.
Yeah,
It's the livery. It's the livery. It looks different because of the livery. That's all it is.
As Goat's all over Casadro, using him as braille at the moment.
Now, unfortunately for Goat, I think, look, he's a very smart racer. He's a good racer. So, look, I think me giving him tips is probably a bit like, yeah, come on, whatever. But if I was him, just seeing what's happened last time, turn one's probably not the place to get the job done because KZ could potentially just power on back. I think it's the second chicane where he can get the job done. He's got the better brakes then to help him through Lesmos and maybe build up a gap through the second half of the lap.
Seckers does it for 7th place, does a phenomenal move on Oil there, and looks like Pup runs in the back of Oil and loses his ninth place to DJ Seco. If you want to jump on board if you want to do a replay of that one there, Dale?
Hopefully I didn't. Yeah, look, I'm on with Stefko at the moment. I don't know if Stefko is. I don't know. Yeah, that Corvette just got a little bit loose. I know it can be. It's a bit talky at times. So yeah, I think he's just lit up the rears and yeah, moved aside. And Stefko said, "Thank you very much."
There you go. Stefko potentially not sleeping on the couch this evening if he keeps on improving his time around here. As we go back to the
Oh look, he should sleep on the couch. He's the only one not in a retro livery.
Jeez. Dale laying down the law. Hopefully Mrs. DJ Semper agrees with him. But it is Father's Day, so maybe he's going to get some reprieve for having such a bad race this evening.
Oh look, I think he's having a ball of fun out there, to be honest. He's in amongst it. There's a good battle pack forming. No doubt he's having a great time. So yeah, we'll see. Seca's actually building a gap here on that Supra. He's pushed out. He's not in slip at the moment, though the Supra could easily change that down the front straight. But yeah, Seca's really using the cornering advantage of the Honda to good use right there. He's kind of in a bit of no man's land there, but the Toyota's not quite deep enough in slip to really make a big difference down the front straight. And Stefko's not quite close enough to do the bumper up. So yeah, if Seca's can build that gap through the Lesmos and stuff, I think we'll be in a good position here to hold off the Toyota of Oil there.
Definitely. Sector 2 there, that's where the Honda absolutely shines around here. So whatever else, it's just slow.
Shout out to a good old friend from a number of seasons ago, Fixer Chris. He was in the Honda at this track, I think, last time we were here, and he pulled some good speed out of it and some good results. So yeah, look, Bob's changed a lot since then, but you know, it can be done. You can overcome the speed if you get the cornering right.
I think we should jump back onto the lead. The battle is going.
Oh.
The battle is there. Goat is just behind KZ. He doesn't know where to go. You know, he's got 5 more laps to go. Sorry.
Yeah, when they're 5.5.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting if they're just staying behind KZ, because the tire wear for the top 3 is exactly the same, and Flossie, the ever-present and very smart racecraft, just waiting for these two fine gentlemen to make a mistake.
Yeah, so we're just on board with Mountain Goat at the moment. Having a look at the rearview mirror, that McLaren's just always there. Not quite ranging up to be a threat right now, but also it's probably a bit too early to really consider making a move. I think at this point it's still about building the gap to 4th place to protect about any potential penalties.
So Jumper, sorry to cut you off, but Adam went and ran it a little bit wide there, and Tomo gets an amazing run out of the last corner there. And it's a drag race between the Alpha and the GTR.
The Alpha's got this, however, under brakes, the distance of the line.
It'll be interesting to see. As
it's a bit of overlap there.
Touch there and gets by the Alpha, shows the GTR who is boss. Even though Tomo had a bit of a line there, gets around it. Well, and great race from those two gentlemen.
I wouldn't be surprised. Look, the replay showed a bit of contact there, but I think that's a bit of lag. I wouldn't be surprised on Tombo's angle from his perspective that was still pretty clean. So yeah, a bit of lag just from Orange in the middle of nowhere.
So to come back to the lead, Goat's overtaken Casadro.
Adams lost it. Adams lost in a big way, unfortunately. Yeah, and he's still nosing into the fence right now. I think he'll be down to 10th at the moment, and 11th. Unlucky there for Adam.
That is unlucky. Don't know what happened there. Oil picks up the penalty, and Goat is has taken lead there. So yeah, it's on for Young and Old. I think the Citrain has been broken. No, I don't think it'll be broken. I think
Goat's had enough. He's got the run through Ascari there as well. So it was what 4 tenths, 5 tenths coming into it. It was almost 8 tenths coming out. But yeah, the Ford will reel it in. The McLaren will be going with him at the moment. Yeah, I think Goat's now putting the hammer down. It's like time to go. Time to go. I've had enough of this. Let's roll.
But it'll be interesting to see what happens because he's got 2 rapid cars behind him, and both of them in slip. And I can guarantee Flossie, as one move there, Goat, one move, just one. As Goat quickly goes to the outside, showing the door to everyone where he's like, yep, you want to overtake on the inside. Casadra hasn't quite looked, and they all break, ever so millimeters between all 3 drivers. A bit of a clinching moment there, but all of them pull it up with no contacts, and great racing from these guys. As they look, Casadra just staying within the slip.
Goat's going defensive this time. He's learnt from last time.
There was a bit of a bump just before the corner, and just gives him room. Casadra's got the power down, and Flossie's got nowhere to go there. It just gets blocked, has a wall of these lovely European cars just holding him up there. So Flossie having nowhere to go and has to just back out of it. So Goat again round the corner and in first place, right behind Casadra and Flossie behind him.
I think that shows a bit of just the skill that Goat has and the feel he has for braking, but also just how detrimental the brakes are to that Ford. It's got great, amazing top speed. However, you do need to brake a lot sooner than anything else, partially because of how quick it's going, but also I think its brakes are a little bit worse off compared to most other cars. It's the downside to its top speed. So yeah, Goat taking advantage of that there and understanding the strengths and weaknesses of each of those cars. I think he's just kind of showing it all here now.
And DJ Sethco's race has gone from worst to worst, picking up a 2-second penalty. Maybe giving Adam something to play with.
Well, Adam was down in 11th and he's up to 9th, so something must have happened to Oil and Suit Lad there as well for Adam to have gapped him by the amount that he has so far.
Yeah, it's kind of happening everywhere. As we should jump back for the race for the lead. Once again, Casadra giving Goat a massive bump there, coming into the first chicane, but all over the back of Goat, that power difference. But Goat's phenomenal talent is interesting. It's, again, Goat is blocking. I wouldn't say blocking, but just
he's
very
great
smart.
defensive. He's a very good defensive driver, Goat is, and he's been very good defensively for quite a number of years. So, look, he knows what he's doing. He'll be on the limit at times, but yeah, I think fair's fair with where he placed his car right there. We're in car at the moment with this Ford. I'm just admiring this modern car that's got all the throwback switches and gauges and analog dials and everything. It's amazing. I love the throwback retro feel to it. But yeah, Goat's pulling away here. He's got the run out of the second Lesmos. Won't be long till the Ford starts to reel him back in, but he's borderline going to break the slip. Like, if you can get the run through Ascari here again, that's a good 2-3 tenths of a second that he can pull out. He might be out of slip range coming down this. I'm just going to pull it the back straight. Yeah, he's over a second now.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think, that's one thing about with the MR cars, the tire deg and the acceleration advantage starts disappearing towards the end of the race as the tires get slowly older. With all that weight on there, and it just doesn't like the longer version of Monster around here. So yeah, Goat pulling up to a 1 second lead. So Casadra and Flossie needs to pull something out of their behinds to actually try catching that young man of Goat.
See, it was the second out of the final corner. It's just he's down to 6 tenths under brakes for the first chicane, so once you get a sniff of that slip in that Ford, man, it is full steam ahead. But a bit of a call out is Tombo. He's slowly creeping in there. He's probably gained about a half a second on him over this last lap or so. It's probably too far to really do anything, but yeah, he's still just ranging there. You know, if anyone pulls off a penalty, he's just there for the taking. Well, Corbin's managed to hold on into 5th at the moment. Sekus recovered up into 6th spot too, so after that early penalty, Sekus is really just put the hammer down. CJ, I think he had some early things to overcome as well. He's holding on great there in 7th spot. We've got DJ Stefko, got a very, very fast finishing Adam. Adam's back in the 48s. He's probably about the quickest or second quickest on track at the moment. Oil in the Blood still doing very good times as well, and then Suit Lad and Nux at the moment. So yeah, 48.6 for Goat last lap. Adam was probably quickest on that last lap. So yeah, unfortunately, if Adam didn't have that unfortunate incident in the second chicane, he would have been probably pushing these top 4 for a little bit of you know, making him sweat a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. But Goat's just decided to take disappear and check out like how he used to do, especially last season. And it's just it's got an absolute fire at the moment. It's got a 1.8, nearly 2 second lead coming up to the final lap.
Oh, Tombo's 1.7 back of Flossie. He's taken us almost a second out of him in that one lap alone. So I don't know how much of it is he's stuck behind the Ford and he just can't do anything in the slip, or just if that's just the tyre wear at the moment and just the pace of that car at this point of the race. But Tombo in that Nissan is really in KZ and Flossie over these last couple laps. I know it's the final lap now. 1.7 is a lot to make up, but if it repeats last lap, it could be within slip by the end of it.
I'm going to call it right now. I think Goat's taking it out. He pulled out the purple lap. The very first person down into the 47s on quali, and then does it during the race. Absolutely phenomenal pace Goat has around here. Even though he loses a lot of time in the back end of Sector 1 and again beginning of at the back end of Sector 3, I think that lead is just unsavable. It's his race to lose.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 braking spots left. I'm not sure KZ can do much from here. I mean, man, all three of these guys at the moment, even Tombo ranging up there in 4th spot, man, I don't think they could have done anything differently.
Oh no, Adam in P9 there picking up a 1.5 second penalty. He's going to lose that position to Oil in Blood, unfortunately.
He's 3 seconds back to Oil though. 1.5.
It's a massive time loss. I think we should jump back down with Goat as he rounds the final corner there with a 1.2 second lead as he rounds the final corner and actually takes the race 1 victory for Monza. Casadro in second fast lap in P2.
Tombo 47.9 on the final lap as well.
Well, Tombo in his 200th race start in P4. Great race, Tombo. CCH in P5 seconds, making a great recovery ride in P6. Pup in P7. DJ Steppo P8. Adam holding out Flossie in P9. Not Flossie. Oil in for P10. Sulat rounding the final corner there, having an absolute troubled race in that portion for P11, and Nux just unfortunate, very unfortunate race for him.
Lap 3 was where it's at. He's actually got very good speed over a full race distance, so yeah, it was just a bit unfortunate for lap 3. He had a couple spins there. If it wasn't for that, he would have been right in the thick of it in the kind of mid-pack right there. So I think we'll just chuck the standings up for everyone to see, just kind of see the gap. And
yeah,
what do we have? We had 3 people in the 47s, Goat, KZ, and Tombo. KZ taking purple.
What a time there by Tombo, by KZ, and again, congratulations to Goat, KZ, and it's Flossie being your podium for this evening, and also a big shout out to Tombo for his 200 race start for Wheel to Wheel and pick up a P4.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the perfect time to jump to our lovely sponsors and say and send our appreciation to them.
Agreed. Let's roll it.
I'm a gamer,
A foodie.
A boss lady. I am sporty.
outdoorsy.
Outspoken. I am fashion.
I am old-fashioned.
What I am not.
It's the same.
But none of us are.
We are all individuals with unique interests, needs, and goals.
We believe that everyone should have the right to live the life they want for themselves.
Whether it be exploring the world
Dog walking.
or binge watching their favorite show.
So instead of searching for the things that we do the same,
Let's champion the things that set us apart.
Because we're not innovating for disabilities.
We're innovating for individuals.
And thank you for our lovely sponsors once again. Without their help, we cannot put, we couldn't run Wheels Wells we are and put out these streams. So thank you to our lovely sponsors: 180 Embroidery, Promogul, AMS Excavation, and I am forgetting one. Dale, help me out here.
My head's fuzzy. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. That's right. So we do apologise for our last sponsor.
They're on the screen. So we've got Permobil, Hybrid AG, 180 Embroidery, AMS.
Hybrid AG, my apologies. That was Hybrid AG that I forgot. So yeah.
Should we set them on their way for race 2?
Yes, definitely. I don't think the grid is ready to start as we speak. You know,
I think-
first grid from race 1.
Yes. I think yeah, that's still being set. Good point. But we can still let them know to just roll it whenever grid's set.
Yeah, definitely. I'll let them know there, big man. Because you want to put the stream. So yeah, like any surprises? What is the tactics around here? There, Dale.
Honestly, avoid the penalties. It's a 20-lap race. You got to use softs and hards. From what I gather, most cars should be able to pull anywhere between 9 to 12 laps off the softs. So I think it depends on how gentle you are on them or where you're starting the grid. So if you're in the front half of the grid, most will probably be starting on softs, or maybe top 4, first 2 rows maybe on softs is a no-brainer there. And depending on the car, that's probably like a 9 or 10 lap stint and then finish on hards. If you're going to be starting on hards, you could probably get away with coming in on lap 8 or 9 and go 11, 12 on softs on that lighter fuel tank. Again, down to the car and how it wears its tyres, but that's kind of the general consensus from what I gather. Zoo's asking who will 2-stop. My guess will be whoever has too many penalties or spins and says, you know, just throws it in and says, who cares, I'm going for fastest lap.
Me in Divisional 2, so watch out for our lovely stream for Div 2. As we got, yeah, I think we should jump on board with, let's jump on board with Adam, the last of the soft start runners in P4 there. As said, lights are lighting up. We've got 5 lights as the revs build, and lights are out as we're underway for race 2. Nux get an absolute phenomenal start, breaking the backs of everyone here, and
Seconds up in the third or fourth.
Oh jeez, Seca's going. Oh, but Nux has gone deep and absolute mayhem.
Nux is around.
Nux is around. 2 lads are around, and I think we should get a replay of that as Nux smashes tags the wall once again.
Okay, what we might go to replay now. We'll see what we've picked up. I'm pretty sure we've picked up a little bit here. Suit lads there. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, just everyone playing avoiding action back there. I was on board with the wrong person. Sorry guys, Suit lads around as well. Nux is there. Yeah, look, a bit unfortunate. It is what it is. That's Monza. Welcome to Italy.
Oh no.
Sekas is in first.
Yeah, Sekas came up to first place and has dragged Stefko with him as well. As
Adam's making that move. He's not hanging around.
Well, he has to. He's the only one with Suitlad on off as he goes side by side with DJ Skip there.
So is it Suitlad and Adam only on softs? Suitlad's at the back of the grid at the moment, so turn 1 wasn't kind to him.
So that's unlucky. He wouldn't have known what the other guys would have jumped on, but it seems like everyone using the harder compound first. So watch what will happen, because Adam will needs to get either start breaking people's backs here and get away, or just slowly fall towards it as
he's got the speed on the Renault. So that's I think the lucky thing there. Renault's in slip, but the Alpha's still just that little bit quicker. Stefko would probably guess that Adam's on softs. He probably
Stefko gets a little bit of the touch from Oil. He plays a little ping pong with Flossie there. So Adam needs to get around Sekas. I wonder if they're in team chat. So maybe just releasing Adam. But
so let me get this straight. So Sekas is on hards. Adam's on softs. Even on hards, that Honda just launched. I guess the Porsche doesn't launch and that's the only other car on soft, so relative to every other car, I guess it did its thing. But man, that just really shows the strength that Honda has off the line.
It's as Oil gets a little bit sideways there, coming out of I think
Lesmos.
Lesmo 1 there, and just dropping off the back of DJ Separate. As Flossie has to look around the outside of Oil. Hopefully he's got the legs over that mighty fast. I think Thinks Better Bit sits back in with there. And there you go,
Adam
taking the lead there. I think Seka's just giving him the lead and letting Adam run with it, because he's the only one up to other than Suitlad on the
sandwiching the pack essentially.
Yeah, unlucky start with Suitlad and Nux as well. So
so just a few call-outs though in these early stages. So Flossie was a top 3 finisher. He's already up into 5th. Corbin finished I think about 5th. He's up into 6th already. Goat's gone from 1st to 7th. I think the main one who hasn't been able to really make up much ground is Tombo and KZ, still sitting in 9th and 10th. So they probably got hurt the most out of the lap 1 spin with Suitlad and
Tombo taking just going on the inside of Pup there down the first chicane there, and picks up P8 from Pup.
Teammates wouldn't have been too much hesitation from Pup to just kind of let off a little bit and make it easier. And as you can see, he's bumping him all the way through Copa Grande here, all the way through to the second chicane. So as long as Pup sits there, I think you'll see a little bump draft and try and get him to the back of Goat in the Beamer.
Because from these guys, because everyone else who's going to have to fight a lighter fuel load and on softs, they're going to be extremely racy. So it'll be interesting to see how much of the undercut. Oh, as Flossie picks up a penalty. for P4. Again in that second chicane. Picks up 1.5 seconds, takes another victim. So Flossie's going to be kicking himself. But the pack's really tight from second until 8, which is Tombo, so and Pup, so 9. So everyone close by, so he won't.
KZ's ranging up though, 10th. KZ's going to be ahead of CJ, I think, in the next half lap. He's gained so much time on him right now, and CJ's lost the slip to Tombo in front of him. Tombo's going around the outside here of Flossie. Flossie's having the penalty. Just leaves enough room for each other. Tombo's a little bit wide, but holds on.
I had my heart in my mouth there. I thought that Tombo went a bit wide and lost it there. Tombo doing Tombo things, so thank goodness that didn't happen. But Adam's just slowly.
Flossie's going to make a move here. He's coming up the inside of Tombo. He wants that spot back. He's like, nah, you can stay behind me. I'll get Goat, thank you very much.
Done. It gets it done, and then and thanks as well. I think had the indicators on, so I think that's a thanks to Tombo to let him through. So
yeah, Tombo didn't fight it too hard. It's still very early in the race. They're both running their own strategies, so I think that's the important thing right now. If either of them have got a chance to get Goat up ahead in the Beamer, they can't afford to battle each other. And Tombo obviously didn't fight it. He's like, all right, well, you can roll. I only got ahead because of the penalty. You clear the air and push forward for us. As Corbin will be going very defensive at the moment, is my expectation. He's got Goat right behind him. He's protected a little bit by the slip of the Toyota. So as long as he can keep with oil, I think the Beamer may have a little bit of trouble getting a move done in double slip. So I don't know if this is a fuel race in terms of needing to fill up. Goat will be doing Goat things and honestly saving a bunch of fuel behind these boys. So he probably won't be panicking too much about the gap to the lead. He'll be making that ton of hits if people will need to fill up.
I think Goat's even though he's a very young man, a very wise racer, definitely playing the fuel strat there. Probably looking at the Delta 2 first place whilst staying in the slip of these 3 TC cars in front of him. So yeah, we should jump on with that battle for 4th place there. That's the closest.
Is Goat kind of the example? Employers nowadays, they want a 20-year-old with 15 years experience. I'm pretty sure that's Goat.
Oh, definitely. All it takes the inside line, Corbin around the outside, thinking about betterment, just doesn't get pulled up there and gives the opportunity to Flossie, who brings in Tombo as well. So the battle for 4th has now gone from 4th to 8th, so it's on.
Corbin wasn't able to keep Goat behind him there. I think Corbin would have wanted to try and keep him there a little bit longer, but it is what it is. Goat finds a way through. That's Goat doing Goat things.
Tombo looking on the inside there.
Pulls out of it. That's bringing KZ into it now too.
That's unlucky. That's given a bit of a reprieve to Corbin there. So that bump, unfortunate. Just giving a little reprieve to CCH there. It's one of those, we said that during qualifying, all about that slip, and even though they should be trying to work together to rein in a very fast moving Alpha, I think they're just trying to sort themselves out.
Oh, Flossie's off.
Flossie! What happened?
We'll get a replay of that. It's through a Scary. We'll go on board with him and just kind of see what happened here. So yeah, he gets through the left-hander. Fine on the curve. He's probably a little bit wide on the right hand. He's just wide, so that's just put him offline the whole way through. He gets a little bit sideways on corner exit. Good car control though. He's avoided the barrier and he's kept up a decent amount of speed, so mitigated the loss there. That could have been a lot worse than what it was. So props to Flossie for being able to catch that.
And that's why he's currently leading the championship, just showing off his skills there. As well, and Flossie just doing Flossie things.
It won't take him long to get back on the back of the Corvette of CJ and also that that Ford GT of KZ.
Yeah, as I said, Casadro on the back of Tombo there who's bringing around Pup as well, and Flossy right behind him. So yeah, a few more laps, I reckon. Flossy will be back up there fighting with those boys.
It's just that issue with the Ford. Where do you make a move? Can you make a move on it? I think you really need to run out of maybe the second chicane and throw it up the inside of the Lesmos, but that's a difficult move. Beyond that, it's going to be very difficult.
So if you're, I think we should jump, look at the battle for fourth place again. If you're a goat there, Dale, what are you thinking? Are you thinking, well, I've got a very fast moving Supra, do I just chill and save fuel and get him in the pits, or do you go for it at the at turn 1?
It's a tough choice. I think it's more race situational. So does he think he's going to be battling Adam towards the end or not? Has he got the confidence that he can overcome softs versus hards? I think Goat's probably got a bit of a calculated risk on board. He'll know when the gap is too far for him to make up. So I think it's to sit behind Oil, save the fuel while you can. And if it gets to a point where Oil's lap times just get a little bit too slow to what he wants to be doing, then he'll make the move. But as long as Oil's still doing reasonable times and he's saving enough fuel to get the massive jump in the pits, he'll be sitting right where he is.
Yeah, exactly. And also, just a fuel update, Oil, Go, and Corbin actually has the best fuel. Oh, as we got a bit of a battle there for 8th place, just directly behind him. Casey going a little bit deep into the first chicane there and bringing the field all together there. So Flossie losing a position to Pup there. No, sorry, he didn't. Actually, it's all closed up. So it's...
Suitlat on softs though is probably on one softs, I'm assuming.
Touch there. That was a touch from Flossie, I think. Oh, as Pup gives another booting to the and
Flossie's off. I think we're going to jump on board with Flossie and just kind of see what happened there. I'm going to jump on board on the replay and just kind of get a better on-car flying camera shot behind the car. So yeah, a little bit late on the brakes. He tries to avoid CJ. They all do a good job of kind of sorting each other out. CJ gives another bump. Suitlat's just come through and tried to give Flossie a bump. Flossie's offline and into the dirt a little bit. So, and Suitlat capitalises getting through in Lesmos 1 on CJ Pup there as well. So yeah, just got a little bit messy, a little bit late on the brakes, and just nothing to see here really. I don't think there's anything to really worry about. They all sorted themselves out after it.
Adam running, doing another. Yeah, Adam's doing another purple lap there.
Look, it's hard to tell just back on that. It's hard to tell for me. I didn't do a lot of practice at all, so I don't know if either CJ broke early or Flossie broke a little late with the slip. Who knows? It is what it is. They all sorted themselves out in a racing incident.
So we got first of the pit stoppers there. You got CCH, Tombo, Pup, and Flossie all pinning in.
I don't know if I'm sharing the disbelief with our regular viewers here, but Corbin coming into the pits first off of hards, does he realise there's 13 laps to go?
Hey, look, it's a controller. He doesn't have to move it left or right, that joystick left or right that much. And I think it's one of those things. You weigh it off because both the controller drivers in Div 1 are together with Tombo and Corbin. So, you know, as he looks around the outside and goes very deep into the first chicane there. So, racing to begin with.
Okay, see, I didn't realise Tombo came in as well. So, alright, yeah, control gang at their best here.
Jeez, they're filling up all the way as well. Thirsty, very thirsty cars. Surprise. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. The time difference between Adam, who's currently in the lead, and these guys who got a heavy car and have to run a very long way.
So did CJ and Flossie come into the pits as well?
Yeah, so the last from
9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
Yep, all came in. And
okay.
And all of them all have a slip partner. So watch for some purple laps coming up from these guys.
I know you. I think Flossie will be looking to get past CJ as quickly as possible. I don't think he'll be wanting to stay there any longer than he has to. He's already pulled out. CJ's going defensive. He may have lifted actually to just let Flossie through. Again, look, some people will do that if they realise the person behind them is quicker and it's this early in the race. Let the guy through, try tag onto the back as long as possible, and let him pull you through and try and get you a little bit higher up the field. So, yeah, CJ's going to be the slip buddy, and we'll see how long he can hold on. KZ's coming to the pits now too. So we'll.
And Goat's there. Goat's
See,
there as well. So
Goat had the fuel save on all of them, didn't he? Didn't he come in with what, 60% or
yes, he
something
did.
like that?
No, he came in on half. So Goat coming in with a great fuel save. And where does he pop out? He just pops out in front of Tombo.
Tombo, yes.
Corbin there, but they're going to have the run coming into turn 1, and Tombo gets in front of Tombo and slots in front of Corbin. So yeah, great racing. That undercut is definitely real, so it'll be interesting to see what actually happens to Adam and what actually happens to Adam. But again,
Did Goat actually gain time though? Because Goat didn't have to fill up anywhere near as much. He only filled up to 91% as well. So is this actually a jump from Goat ahead of Corbin? I could be forgetting very easily, but I'm pretty sure Tombo and Corbin made a lot of ground early in that stint, didn't they?
Goat has this excellent ability to save fuel and stay on people's behinds for the majority of the race. So maybe undercut it, under fueling, and then using 1 or 2 laps just to pick up some time. You know, Goat's got this amazing ability to just stay on someone's rear bumper and just to save that extra milliliters to get him around the track.
I'm just back in 10th at the moment, just to check. So I think CJ and Flossie went for the undercut. KZ's popped out back in front, and Flossie's actually back behind CJ as well, so there's been a bit of a reshuffle back there. Not Oil, Stefko's just come in, 29% fuel as well. So we'll kind of see where he's in 5th at the moment, 14 seconds behind Adam. They're now putting fuel in right now. Nux goes past in the Lambo.
Where does DJ pop out from? So Tombo's just coming down the front straight there, rounds out DJ.
Stefko's coming out now. He'll be behind all of them, so he'll be in 8th, 44 seconds. So yeah, it's about 30 seconds for that pit stop, including fuel. Little over 30 seconds for him there.
That undercut is real. But again, the undercut versus from hards versus softs. I'm very curious to see the difference.
Well, it's about a 2 second gap. So I know it's an in lap, and also I don't know how much it fits, but Stefko was doing 1 minute 50s on the hards, and Corbin straight to a 148.5. Goat's going to be about that place. Tombo's step purple at a 47.9, so it's an easy 2 second give or take gap there.
I think it would have to be time to call it in for Adam. Like, he's slowly dropping off. He would have seen that purple flash out what Tombo did.
So he'll be losing to the current soft runners, but he is still quicker than the current hard runners. But I think most hard runners will be doing a 10:10. So yeah, good point. Come in now. Sekas, is he in? Do you reckon he'll follow him in? It's 11 seconds he's got to make up.
Yeah, like Sekas will be in. I think
everyone else will be in surely.
So it'll be interesting to see because the
Oil save 5% more fuel as well.
That's the second there, right there.
Suit Lad's not in.
That's interesting.
He's on softs too, isn't he?
Yeah, who's that? Tombo's rounding the last corner with Goat on his tail, and Adam's out there and with Knuckles going around the outside there. So Adam just starting in for P3, and with Tombo and Goat battling for P4 5. Corbin gets Sekas for P6 there. So Sekas dropping 5 positions there.
Yeah, I think Sekas will be targeting that BAR Mercedes right there. I'm pretty confident he'll be able to tackle on the back of the Mercedes, keep it slip, and he'll be working on a move over the next few laps there. Adam in 3rd, so this is the interesting part. He's the first of the hard runners now. He's 10 seconds behind Suit Lad, who's still to come in. He's right behind Nux, so I think he's also still to pit. but it's an 8-second gap now with about 9.5 laps to go between Adam and Tombo, which will be the effective race lead at the moment. Goat and Tombo will know the score. They'll know they need to pull in as quickly as possible on Adam. However, any little trip-ups there, if they start to battle, obvious things apply, slows them down. So we'll see how long they stay in a slip train for and play nice.
Yeah, as Adam runs a little bit wide there, I think he still just needs to bring up those highs on the temp. And that leads to slowly eking out. I know Adam's a teammate and all, but I just don't think that's the right strategy there.
I mean, starting where he started, there probably wasn't much else he could do. He had to do something different to the pack. I honestly would have expected the top 2 to 5 cars to have started on softs as well. So Suitlad's going around again. Nux the pits at the moment. Yeah, look, Adam's done what he can do. It's now up to the overall pace. He was, in that top 4 or 5 sort of group in race 1. So the overall pace is there. Goat's on for the move.
Going for a bit of the inside the game. Tombo a bit of a flash as he makes the move and makes it stick. So picking up P3 there.
Pumping ludicrous as he goes by.
Goat just Goat, you always put a smile on my face there, Goat. And it's just going to be eyes front going after Adam now.
Yeah, look, it's already down to 6 seconds. They'll be with Adam very quickly. As we mentioned before, it's probably about 2 seconds a lap difference between softs and hards at this point of the race. So, look, Adam's just going to be holding on to where he can. And I think, the last 5 laps is where the hards will come into play, where the softs start to drop off and the hards will be maintaining. So, yeah, it's just a bit of a pain period initially, and I think he's still in a very strong spot here. I mean, we're just waiting for Suitlad to pit right now. Surely he's going to be almost out of fuel here.
So Suitlad, that rear left screen for some help there. He must be still we can still go around for an extra lap with the fuel that he has, but I think
he spun it.
The corner.
I'm sorry, Suitlad. That's got to be a commentator's curse. I jumped on board just to see how you entered the pits. And if you were going to come in and
he's just lost all that left rear there, pulls into the pits. That is unfortunate, losing a heap of time there. It's going to drop him way in the back of the order there.
So Adam's back into the effective lead, 3.5 seconds clear of Goat. Tombo's half a second back, still in slip. Corbin's still ranging around there in the 4th spot, 2.5 back of the battle for second. Sekis still just in slip, holding on there as well. I think Sekis, it's a game of wait for the controller getting tyres to start to drop off and make a move at that point. Stefko in a good spot in 6th. He might be back off the couch with that result at the moment if he can hold on. He's got a fast finishing Ford coming up behind him in KZ, who's broken away from CJ in 8th, Oil 9th. Flossie's in 10th. He's hit purple last lap, but he's had, I think, just a couple of laps there where things just haven't quite gone his way as well. And then you got Suitlad in 11th and Nux in 12th in the Lambo there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Flossie, P3 and then just having a little bit of just struggling this. Just having a bit of bad luck. I think it's one of those. This is one of those tracks once a week. You can be practicing all week. You've got everything down packed, and then next thing you know it, a few mistakes creep into your game, and that's it. It ruins your weekend.
Couple penalties. Look, track limits here. We complain about Red Bull a lot. I find these ones here at Monza can be a lot more unforgiving and feels a little bit more unpredictable. Look, it is what it is. It's a fun track, but
that lead
it's tough.
Is slowly coming down to 1.6 seconds now. Adam to Goat, it's slowly coming down.
So what's tough for Adam right now is, look, he may have a teammate in chat with him, I'm not too sure. However, he's in VR, so he doesn't have any deltas. He doesn't have the kind of tree on the side to get the racing order. He doesn't have the track map either, so he is racing a little bit blind compared to everyone else. He doesn't have a lot of this info, so he'll have to somehow be aware that these guys are ranging up behind him and be racing in his mirrors very shortly, just to be aware that those two guys are coming up right behind him.
look at that. Just in that first braking zone, he picks up, nearly a second there, and is now within, well, less than a second behind Adam. Oh, just sinking feeling.
His purple as well. If he doesn't gain too much for the Lesmos, that purple is really going to grow, because he'll then have to slip down the straight and get into Ascari as well. So yeah, look, he's too close at the moment. He's going to have to make a move before Ascari, you'd say, if he can get that beamer to pull out. I'm not sure Adam will make it. Yeah, Adam's not making it too hard. He doesn't want a bunch to pack up. He got the pace, he's letting him through. He just he puts the blinker on to let him through, but the beamer just can't do it in a straight line. Unlucky there. So Goat's going to have to do it into either the final corner, understanding that Adam probably won't go for the pass back into turn 1, or he's just going to have to wait until the front straight. But no, he's got the run through Ascari, soft versus hard through there. Very, very big difference. Tombo's going to be pushing him through here. Yeah, Adam's lifted, given the racing line, and away they go. Adam's now just going to be trying to hold off against Paul CCH in seconds behind him, and yeah, just it's a bit of a huddle at the moment.
Do you be a bit cheeky? You know you've got a bit of a faster car. Do you just pretend to put a little sneaky up on the inside of these guys?
He's too far back. He's gaining on him. Look, honestly, I don't think so. I think you just want to stick to the racing line and just keep your own rhythm. You got to be aware that he goes deep in doing that though. He's not used to the extra speed with the slip plus the hards though, so that'll really bring Corbin up behind him at the moment. He's 1.5 seconds back, and then Sex is right there too. So yeah, Sex is still ranging up behind Corbin at the moment. He's not really making too much of a move here. Corbin's shown really good speed across this weekend as well, so it's not that we're expecting Corbin to just fully tank or just be too slow or anything like that. I think it's just normal. Every race weekend we expect his tyres to just not last the distance, so we'll see what happens over the next few laps.
Hats off to Corbin, he's such a phenomenal racer, even though racing on controls, especially within the wheel-to-wheel format, is definitely a disadvantage. For him to just represent in Div 1 and be up there constantly just shows you how much of a phenomenal racer he is. And I need to watch my mouth because it's really nice about Corbin.
Do we need to question his commitment though? I mean, I think we've all given him plenty of suggestions on how to get around that. Step 1, get rid of your bed, get a racing car bed. Step 2, just get a wheel attached to your desk. Even get rid of your bed completely if you have to, and just get a rig. And sleep in the rig. Come on, what are we here for?
Dale, I think we have to remind ourselves we can only bash Corbin once during his stream, and double bash is just could be USA coming after us on the United States, alright? So we'll leave Corbin as is. He's in P4 at the moment. Stuck with a damn sandwich.
Look, it's all in good jest. Look, Corbin's a good sport. It's all for a bit of laugh. Look, he's doing the best with what he can, and man, he's phenomenally quick on a controller. I can't do controller. He's doing a great job.
There we go. Seka's going to take that spot from Corbin. Looks on the inside. Brakes just a little bit later than Corbin coming into turn 1 there and gets the job done. Just shows you the difference within tyre wear. Also, remembering that Corbin... Do
we put the call out here? I don't know if this is even allowed, but do we put the call out here? Any viewers out there able to sponsor Corbin and maybe fund him a steering wheel?
Oh, I don't know. But again, do we help out Trans-Tasman people over there?
I'm sure Apex can just give up his rig now and give it to Corbin.
Remember, he's a New Zealander, so I don't know.
While we're here though, there's a good battle forming here. Stefco versus KZ. Good mates off the track. Pretty good mates on the track too, but I don't think Stefco's going to be giving any easy passes in KZ. Renault versus Ford, it's a
long rivalry that's been split up because DJ Stefco moved to the other side of Australia. I don't know, either to save his marriage or get away from the love of KZ. So as he looks on the inside of DJ Stefco, and DJ giving him the racing room, but has a line coming through.
It's the brakes of the Ford. The Ford just does not have the brakes, so through Ascari is not the spot. KZ might have to get it done on the outside. No, he gets it done before they even get to the corner. The Ford's just got too much straight lines.
And Seconds has taken Adam for P3 there. So Adam making it just easy, nice and easy for Seconds. And
He's going to push him down this straight here, yeah?
Yeah, he is. There, a bit of Dutch thing, just getting out of there, so he knows where the braking zone is. Brakes. Oh, he has to brake 30 meters earlier compared to these guys on the softs. Now, that just must be painful as he just lights up the rear wheels there, and Seconds just keeps on going through.
So wait, did we? Yeah, no. So Seconds is really putting the foot down now. I'm wondering if Corbin's tyres have started to give him a bit of trouble because Seconds is just getting 2 spots in that last lap and a half. Obviously, Adam on hards, it's not much you can do there, but yeah, Seconds is really just put the foot down.
Yeah, it's actually interesting to see. Seconds running a little bit longer on hards there, and yeah, just looking at the tyre wear. Maybe pitting in early. I know that with the MR cars, the tyres fall off pretty quick. As in the background, DJ Sedgwick just getting absolutely sideways. But yeah, like.
And a 1.5 penalty to boot. Don't know if that was from the chicane, but he's going to drop right back now off the back of KZ.
Oh,
he's going to lose that slip buddy, unfortunately.
So not just in real life, but even in the game, they just need to be separated.
Thanks for the spot. 1.5 second penalty. Leave me alone.
I have a business to worry about. And shout out to Mrs. Stepco in the YouTube chat there. Yeah, we love you too.
I'll be back to catch territory now.
That's true.
I'm hearing some squealing in the background there. CJ or is it Oil? Not sure. Maybe just running a little bit deep. Flossie's in 10th at the moment. Not really able to gain too much on them. I think he had a bit of an issue on lap 13 there. Nux and Suit Lad still running around there. Just updating you on the field. Tom, we might go back to first and second. What do you reckon? We've got 3 laps to go. We'll be on board with Tombo. There's half a second between first and second. Tombo's putting in a phenomenal drive. Like, GOAT, defending champ. He's in second in the points at the moment, and Tombo is really giving it to him.
I think the better battle is going to be for Corbin in P5 on Adam, because you've got Corbin and Kazadro 5 and 6 on the softs, and Adam on the hards, and then covering by less than nothing. So I think we should jump on with that battle right there.
Alright, well, I'm in car with Corbin at the moment to see the Master at work. Yeah, he just backs off a little bit into Lesmos too. There's not much you can do there. It's not. You really need a good run to get a move done there, so good job there. He's got KZ right behind him. Corbin and KZ, they are teammates at the moment, so yeah, Corbin will pull out and KZ will just push it through. Adams is sitting duck here. Unfortunately, he's just 2 teammates working together. There's not much you can do about that. Through Ascari, if he can just hold on, he might be able to get the run back. That 14 slip though, double slip even. I don't know if Adam's going for the move.
I think Adam's like, no, I'm going for the move there, and on the hard tires.
Just the problem that Adam's got now is, yeah, look, KZ will probably just get past them both, get rid of the teammate here, but yeah, if I'm Adam...
Oh, 3 wide down the front straight
out. Oh, he's in trouble again. Auburn's again going to try and do the bump draft if he can really close up.
Adam's holding off the forward as he goes there. KZ can just break way later than Adam.
The Alpha's pretty damn quick in a straight line. He's still there, he's still there. Oh, good racing move from both. Yep, slots in.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll come up to the second chicane here. Adam is going to be all over the back of KZ. KZ, those tyres are screaming for life. It'll be interesting if he can hold on for the last 2 laps of this lovely race. As they break in, Adam just looking, thinks better of it, and just gets a little bit of a touch by Corbin. Corbin having a look on the inside of Adam there. Bit of a touch there, I reckon, Ria.
A little bit of an overlap there, just not quite up far enough. Pulls the nose back out. Not much happening there. Look, it's hard to the softs. It is difficult there. There's a lot more grip on those softs. Adam again a little bit loose.
And then Kazadra just walking away. That battling away. damn Mexicans doing those things, trying to keep Corbin behind him. You know, Dale and Adam, you know, are sharing the drives this season, and I know that Dale has a thing to say, always try and beat Corbin. So hopefully Adam can hold on for one more lap.
Is that Corbin's got the inside line here. That Mercedes isn't too bad in a straight line. Adam's trying to hold it around the outside.
I think just wait. I just think, you know,
Get him back to turn one. Final lap, just do it. Just have some fun with the boys.
Send. Yeah, full send. Here we go, Adam's line already getting gets the overlap. Having the inside, so it's got to be interesting coming to the break there.
He's got it well before the braking zone even starts. Yeah, look, we talk about the Ford and its straight line speed. The Alpha is quite potent in a straight line as well.
Adam going very defensive, just giving Corbin nowhere to go, and Corbin just using him as braille to get his arm thing. Alright, we should jump in for the lead. Tombo having a look on the inside of Goat, thinks better of it. Coming into the second 5K there, Tombo wants that race win, you know, for his 201st race. I think he just wants to take it from Goat. Goat's already had one victory for tonight. Tombo wants to improve just slightly there.
Yeah, it's 2/10 coming into Ascari. I mean, if you've got the run, you have to throw it up there. There is still one more spot into the final corner.
Goat going so defensive. Tombo looking around the outside there as they break. Was that a bit of contact there?
I think it's just a bit of glitching, really. Yeah, I think it's that thing. I don't think 2x2 there is very, very difficult. So yeah, I think Tombo's just backed out of it, but he just hasn't got the run through Ascari. He's just too far back in the slip to really get a solid move in the final corner.
As a thing, as a brand, I think it's all over Red Rover. I think Goat has timed that to perfection, running on absolute vapors there as he's about to cross the line and do a clean sweep for this evening. Goat is your race 2 winner, followed closely behind Tombo and seconds in P3. Casadro having penalty in just pick up P4. Adam holding up Corbin, so Dale's got to be over the moon.
Stefko holding up
Oil. So Oil having a lot of fuel left. That's really Pup on nothing, coming in P9 as Nux with that horrid.
So he's gotten past
race.
Flossie. So I think Flossie's had another moment somewhere along the way, because I think he was about 5 seconds clear a lap or so ago.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. Maybe I'm forgetting things here. No,
So
Flossie's done a
Nux
2-minute lap there. He's lost 10th on that final lap.
Yeah, did that and also that left rear screaming up, and so that rounding out your race 2 Div 1 race for this evening. Oh, so much excitement. What a interesting play. Unfortunately, Adam couldn't hold off from the lead and coming in P4. And again, Goat, clean sweep, back to his winning ways. That will definitely help him out with the championship this evening.
Yeah, look, great round. Look, there's a great entertaining round from everyone. Put on a good show there. Goat obviously with some strong results. Tombo, I think, had 2 top 3s, 2 top 4s or something. He was right up there. Sek is very strong as well. 3rd in race 2, and I think it was, 5th maybe in race 1?
Yeah, 4th in race 1, 3rd in race 2. Tombo, Goat clean sweep. Tombo, 4th in race 2. I mean, race 1, 2nd race 2. So yeah, and then the rest of and then Casadra race P2. Yeah, holding P4. So those guys coming through the bit, showing their pace for this evening.
Corbin got some good points too. He was about mid-pack for both races as well, so good result for him. Stefko, look, 7th. Good to see him back up there again. I think he's had a few tough rounds at the start of the season, so good to see him up there. Oil as well, 8th spot, great result for him. CJ Nux, unfortunately, that Lambo just not being compliant for the full race. He's got that. He does have the speed in there, but it's just the Lambo is just doing Lambo things to him, unfortunately. And it's the longer the race goes on, I think the friskier that Lambo gets.
Well, 100%. Well, again, thank you to talking to myself there, Dale. Thank you so much for doing visuals this evening.
Yeah, no, it's a good race. Like, guys, stick in. We've got, about another 35 minutes to go. Div 2 will be lining up on the grid. CD will be on the grid, so look out for him there and everybody else in Div 2. It's going to be a cracker round again. Close racing, action-packed. Let's bring it.
And hopefully I'll have a partner here, because talking to myself for an hour, it can make me go a little bit crazy. But no, thank you so much, Dale, and thank you for all the guys who tuned in on the YouTubes there. Please definitely like this stream if you want to have more amazing content brought to you by Wheel to Wheel, Promodal, 1A Embroidery, Hybrid Ag, and AMS Excavations. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for everyone, and hopefully we'll see you soon for the Div 2 race later on this evening. Have a good night, and remember to fasten your seatbelts.